What's up? Are you trying to get views in 2019 on YouTube? Because I know it can be challenging. It seems like it's complicated. There's so many things to consider, but we're going to be going through 3 tips on how to get views this year on YouTube as a beginner. Now, even if you're a seasoned YouTuber, I think these are tips that totally, would be good for you to be reminded on. So we're going to go through it. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome to Video Influencers. Hit like, comment below. What is your channel about? I really want to know, as well as subscribe to this channel for new videos every week. You guys, let's get started.
This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
There you go. As I said, I'm Benji Travis. This is Video Influencers, where we're helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. Sean and I started Video Influencers about 5 years ago because we have a huge passion for helping you guys out. That's a picture of myself and Sean there. And, we just love YouTube, but, it can be complicated. So today I'm going to be going through 3 simple tips for you guys to get started on YouTube as beginners, right? And getting views with your videos. Because I know you guys take a lot of time to upload them to your channels. You're trying to connect with audiences. And it's so important to know what is it that's going to move the needle. And this is what I can say about YouTube right now. I've been on here for about 10 years and it's always evolving. But the thing that I love about this platform so much is they're always thinking about you guys. And in 2019, more than ever, there aren't hacks anymore. There aren't like crazy strategies that's gonna, do better than the basics. And we're gonna start with the first basic, which is the first tip. Content, content, content. There is no getting around creating quality, valuable videos for the audience that you want to reach. Remember, YouTube is a search engine. People are searching for things and they're expecting to be informed. They're expecting their questions to be answered. They want to be entertained. They want to laugh. They want to cry. They want to connect. Even as a vlogger, if you've got this community of people that watch you, the value they get out of that video is they're connecting with you. Maybe they feel like they can relate to you. Maybe you're speaking to problems and situations that they're actually living through. And so whenever you start YouTube, whenever you're thinking about the videos, always think about the person on the other side of the screen that's typing away in the search bar, that's looking for something. You want to create something that's going to actually help them in their life, period. If literally this is where you stopped and you were like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to start creating content for my audience. Always remember that. Because if you forget about that and you do all the best practices, you have the greatest strategy, you do every little thing that you get taught here on this channel, other channels about how to get views or get subscribers or work social media, all that doesn't matter if your videos aren't good. If there isn't value for the viewers that you're trying to connect with. And that's what I love. Right now, the algorithm, more than ever, is really, really focused on, is the upload actually doing something good? Is it making the viewer feel good? Can you believe the algorithm is actually thinking that way? And I believe it is, because not only do I always have to level up. Sean and I just talked recently about how this year, it's going to be harder than last year. Every single time we create goals for our channels, when we think about what type of content we want to create for you guys, we always are thinking we've got to always level up, because there's other people on this platform also competing. Now, we don't think of other people in our niche as competitors, but the reality is they're competing for your attention. So the videos that you're putting out, they can't just be like last year. They've got to be even better. So quality content is tip number 1. And we're going to go ahead and get into tip number 2. Again, simple tip, title. Title. I know I said content, but title. This is the thing about optimizing your videos. You know, for years, it was all about tags. Then it was like info box. Then it was about playlists. You know, when you think about key terms, words, phrases, things that you put into YouTube when you're uploading your videos, all that still comes into play, but more so than ever is a great title. And I'm going to show you an example of what I mean, because this morning I literally just uploaded a video. Here's me eating some sous vide eggs. I made some sous vide egg bites. You know the ones at Starbucks? Yes, that is it. As you can see, it says sous vide egg bites recipe. Very basic, because that's what's in the video. But I didn't just title it that way just because, you know, I thought that was going to work. There's a couple things to it. As you can see, vidIQ on the right there, that's a lot of information that vidIQ spouts out. And you can't really see it here, but it actually ranked right away. Let's see if I can zoom in. Sous vide egg bites recipe literally ranked number 2 within like an hour. Within an hour. And as you can see, if you compare it to other videos, sous vide egg bites recipe. Basic, but again, the reason that's so important is because that's what was in the video. As you guys can see on the right there, there's some analytics about sous vide egg bites recipe. One of the things I love about vidIQ, and actually that's where I want to kind of cut back to me and talk about the importance of title and how you can consider researching before you even create the video to optimize how you get views for your uploads. The title of the video wasn't even the title I was thinking about. I was going to put Starbucks egg bites. But what I do is I actually go to YouTube and I actually search out what it is that I think the title should be, and I compare it to other videos. So actually, we're going to do that right now. Let's go over to YouTube. By the way, Daily Driver, thank you for the $2 super chat. Let's type in Starbucks egg bites. Let me know if you can see this, Chris. Starbucks egg bites. And let's actually, what I do is, what's going to actually happen, actually let me go ahead and refresh this. When I type in Starbucks egg bites, see all this that pops up to the right? vidIQ will actually show me what the search volume is, the competition score. They show me what the highest views on some of the videos are, the average views. But this is what I do. I just literally go through and I look at what other people are doing. What are the actual titles that are working? I look at the videos that have, you know, a good amount of views. I look at the thumbnails, and I'm actually watching these videos. I'm figuring out what it is about their title that actually gets some views. Let me go back here. So when you're thinking about title, don't just assume you know the title. And this is why I started with think about the viewer and where they're at searching for stuff. Because what you think they're searching for might not be what they actually are searching for. And the research is going to help you determine what title is optimized. And the more simple, the more straightforward, and the more relevant it is to the content that not only you already created, but that you are going to create. See, I'm researching that title before I even hit record because I want that content to line up with that title. That journey from when they click on your video to actually watching your video, YouTube's algorithm is looking at that. They are literally determining, is this person clicking on this video and actually watching the whole piece of content? Is it relevant? Kirsten, thank you so much for your $2 super chat. I appreciate you guys supporting video influencers with super chat. We're going to do some Q&A later. And if you do some super chats, we can prioritize your questions. But that title, like more than ever, is going to be super relevant here. And let's go back to it. So again, one of the reasons I ranked today for sous vide egg bites is because number one, it's titled sous vide egg bites, and the algorithm is actually looking at that title more than anything else. Now, don't get me wrong, you need to you put tags into your videos. You still need to have the info box. But what we're finding more and more is that title is weighed heavily in terms what YouTube is going to determine your video is about. And there's so many other things that go into the AI, the artificial intelligence at Google, but I don't want to get into it. I just want to simplify it to that tip alone. So tip number one, fire content. Tip number two, title. Let's go into tip number three, which is thumbnail. That's right. Let's actually look at my thumbnail. Now, as you can see here, it ranked, well, in this search, it ranked number 3. It really stands out. You can see it pops with color. Now, my wife actually woke up this morning saying my little one said it was too green. So we actually changed the thumbnail already. But the one thing that is similar to the new thumbnail is the fact that it pops with color. And if you guys want to learn how to have a good thumbnail and actually get your videos to be noticed, just do what the masters do. And one of the masters here, actually the person that actually taught me about thumbnails, Sean Cannell. And let's look at our page right here. As you can see in our videos, those thumbnails are so colorful. Let's zoom in so you guys can see. Chris, can you see that real good?
Yep.
The dynamic look of these is what gets us attention. We've got a lot of color that pops. See that text? The text is subtext of the title. Again, reinforcing what's in those videos. We use icons and emojis and different graphics to, again, emphasize what is in there, but also get us attention. It's all about attention. And that's why thumbnails, again, can be kind of basic. And even someone seasoned that's looking for some more strategic things, sometimes we forget about this. But the reason I want to bring it up for you guys, if you're just starting out on YouTube, is, you know, if you're researching your title, you're spending maybe an hour trying to optimize what is the topic going to be, you know, what's the script, what's the storyboard, what's the B-roll I'm going to use, and then you go to record. And maybe that takes an hour, right? That took me and Chris about an hour to film. And then Chris went and edited it. So, you know, in the beginning, I had to edit it, just like a lot of you guys. So editing can take anywhere from 1, 2, 3 hours maybe, depending of what type of content. By the time you get to the thumbnail, sometimes people like, you know, I'm just going to use whatever YouTube pumps out at me. Or I'm just going to go ahead and just, you know, put like a picture that I think is relevant. Seasoned YouTubers, Sean included, my wife, Judy, of It's Judy's Life, our vlog channel. After she vlogs all day, after she edits for hours, literally hours, every single day, will still take anywhere from 20, 30, 60 minutes to create a dope thumbnail. So don't discount it, and know that even the seasoned YouTubers have to do it. This is the thing. Even the people with huge followings cannot rely just on the fact that they have an audience, because there's so many competitive skills out there. There's so many people that have got fire content and are hustling. Maybe they're taking 1 to 2 hours to make their thumbnails to make it really stand out. So just know even the people with a lot of experience with audiences are working really hard for that attention. And one of the things I want to bring up is when you pop open your phone, when you go to YouTube and you go to the app, you only have like 2 or 3 spots to like compete. Or if somebody searches, you're competing against all kinds of other people. I can tell you in the food world, there's a ton of cooking channels now, right? There used to not be. So I have to make sure that not only is my content great, but the title is relevant, but it's important that that thumbnail is going to attract people's eyes. That's why the color is important. That's why the subtext in that thumbnail. That's why the emojis and the different, details that's going to reinforce what topic and also just gain their attention. Clickbait doesn't work anymore. Gabby, Passive Income University, just gave us a super chat. Thank you so much. But what I was going to mention is this. Clickbait. In the very beginning, people were making like extravagant clickbait thumbnails. Things that weren't even relevant with the content. Or maybe they would do things that they thought would, tempt people to get into their videos. Now, if it's relevant to the content in there, that's okay still, but it's not enough. Like, that content has to be good. That title has to line up with your content. That thumbnail has to be relevant, because YouTube knows that if you click on the video and you go in there because you thought something else was going to be in there, you go in there 5-10 seconds and then you jump out and you don't even watch 90% of the video, YouTube knows it and you get dinged, and you do not want that. You want people to watch your whole video. That's why when I'm editing, especially my wife, it is important that we eliminate every little second of content that's not relevant to what we're talking about, what the title is about, what the thumbnail is about. So we isolate it. Even in our vlogs used to be much longer, my wife and I. I'd say like 20, sometimes 25 minutes. Sometimes our vlogs are 10 minutes. So it's relevant to the topic that the vlog is about. My cooking channel, ever since the beginning, I was like, if I don't need to tell them about this one thing that's not going to help them with the recipe that they're watching for, then I need to take it out. In fact, yesterday, Chris spent a lot of time finalizing the edits. It was like 5.5 minutes. My wife, who's a master at editing, took that from 5.5 to 4.5 because she said that the other 60 seconds that we were able to delete wasn't valuable enough for that viewer to leave in. And I'm so grateful for her, and I'm so grateful that we got it down to 4.5 minutes, because let's be real, when you're trying to get a recipe, you're in the kitchen, you want something quick, you want the shortest possible video with the most value. What is the ROI? What is the return on your investment of time? And that's why I started out with content and that value word, because remember, time is so precious these days. So there you go. Number 1, content. Number 2, title. Number 3, your thumbnail. It's that easy, guys. And what I want to do is actually share with you guys. We just wrote YouTube secrets, and a lot of this stuff is in here. Sean and I spent 4 years writing this book for you guys. This is 20 years of experience. Now, I will tell you this. There's no shortcuts to success, but hopefully this book helps you skip a few steps, right? So go check it out. We'll put the links down below. And also you can get it on Amazon. We would love for you guys to leave an Amazon review. So I would love to take some questions. Gabby, let me know. What are some questions? Chris, what are some questions that we have from the audience? Let me actually jump back to the chat area. Let's see, here we go. Anyways, you guys, so if you guys are new to this channel, we'd love for you guys to subscribe. We're going to try to go live every Saturday. As you guys know, we do have weekly tips videos as well as interviews with some of the top influencers. So if you're new here, consider subscribing to Video Influencers. Follow us on social media. I want to actually answer the first question from Y33 Gaming. Where do you edit your thumbnails? Now, Chris and Sean edit our thumbnails right on Adobe Photoshop. But one of my favorite places to edit, and actually let's jump over to there, is PicMonkey.com. PicMonkey.com is literally a free site where you can edit your thumbnails. You guys, actually go here. Let me sign out here. PicMonkey.com is completely free. That's what I love about it. And a lot of the thumbnails you see on my cooking channel are done right here on PicMonkey.com. So totally free. You can pay for the upgrade version and get some more tools there, but it doesn't take, a lot of money to make a dope thumbnail. Rock Climbing, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You guys, leave a comment below in the comments area. I know we got the super chat going on, but leave in the comments below what your questions are, because I would love to continue answering them after the broadcast. But you guys, we talked about content. It's got to be valuable for the viewer. Remember, time is precious. People want their answers, or they want good entertainment. They want value. They want the news. They want to be informed. 2, that title. That title has to be optimized. That is the most important part when it comes to what you actually put into YouTube, besides number 3, which is the thumbnail. Thumbnail, title, content. If you guys start out with that in mind, when you're sitting down to plan a video, you're researching that title, and you're already thinking like, what is it that other people are actually searching for? What is it that I'm passionate about that I want to record and put out into the world? Line that up. Spend a lot of time recording something very good. When you're editing, really be mindful that, like, is this video going to do exactly what this viewer expects, which is entertain them, inform them, educate them. And then when you Rock Climbing, thank you so much for the super chat. Questions? Yeah, you got to post up the questions, Chris. So the last thing is that thumbnail. Don't stop short and just upload and just hope that the YouTube algorithm is going to take it from there. Make sure you spend time on that thumbnail. Make it dope, colorful. Put some subtext in there that reinforces that title. Really think about, like, what is it that's going to be able to grab people's attention, keep their interest, and get them to click on the video. Because I would hate for you guys to literally spend all day, maybe all week, upload a video, and then because your thumbnail doesn't really represent what's in that video, it doesn't get views. And it's that simple. This is what I love about this. You guys are just starting out, and I know that it can be frustrating that other people have these huge audiences and you feel like they completely compete with you guys when you upload something. But just know the algorithm wants to surface up great quality content. So if you got great quality content, you have a title that's optimized and a thumbnail that attracts people's attention, you will get views. I actually talked to somebody at YouTube who actually helps determine how the algorithm will put videos in front of people. And they said that they want to give the opportunity to new creators to get views, right? So that's what they do. They look at all the different aspects, not just if the person has an audience. This is another reason why a lot of seasoned YouTubers are complaining about their audience not getting notifications. I believe it's because a lot of people, when they go to their YouTube app or they're going to the homepage on youtube.com, it's suggested videos. It's suggested from YouTube based on what you actually watch and what you're interested about. All right, I'm going to take one more question. Chris, show me. Rod Kleiman said, what percentage of a video has to be watched in order for it to be considered fully watched according to the YouTube algorithm? Now, I would love to tell you I know the exact answer, but I don't know the exact answer. What you can do is go into your analytics behind, like the Creator Studio area and actually look at what the watch time is. If you don't know what watch time is where YouTube is telling you how much your video is actually being watched or how long people are watching your videos for. For example, say you put up a 10-minute video. That watch time could be 3 minutes. That's 30% of your 10-minute video. You want to get that percentage as high as possible. You want to get the amount of minutes as high as possible. I can't tell you the exact moment, but that's another reason why Sean and I, my wife, we really try to cut it down more and more and more. I have a creator friend. His name is Jeremy. He's another very successful family vlogger. And what he did was he would go into his analytics every single night and he would see where people dropped off. He would determine why are people dropping off 80% of the way? And whatever was in the rest of the 20%, he would literally delete that. When I say delete it, he wouldn't record that kind of stuff afterwards. And what they found was there's this one segment they used to do where they're actually saying goodnight and they're just saying their last thoughts. And their audience, just was not interested in that segment. Now, they liked doing that segment, but they thought, you know what, to optimize this so that the watch time is higher, let's just delete it. They deleted that, and they continued deleting it to optimize, optimize, optimize. So maybe your 20-minute vlog or your 10-minute video, maybe could be 3 minutes. It's only going to help you. Now, I know some people that I'm authentic and organic. I want to do, what I want to do. And that's all good. You should totally do it. But just know the way the algorithm works is if your watch time or the percentage that people are watching is really low, it's not going to feel that your video is valuable to the audience. The last thing I want to leave you guys with when it comes to these 3 tips and why it's so important to go back to basics, even as someone that's seasoned, is YouTube wants to create a viewing experience that keeps the person on the platform. I don't know about you guys, but I literally feel like I watch more YouTube now than I ever had in the past. And that's because the algorithm's getting better. Oftentimes I'm watching channels or videos that I'm not even subscribed to, that I didn't think I was really into, but then when you get into the viewing experience, you're like, actually, this is a topic I'm interested in, right? Every time like Avengers movie comes out, they always pop that in front of my feed because they know I love Avengers, and I'm always putting not interested until like maybe a week before the movie, and then like I binge watch a whole bunch of those. But they know what it is that you're actually interested in. So you can complain about it, or you can play to that algorithm and strategize around it. This is what's great about it. Even if you're starting at 0 subscribers, if you've got great content and you're thinking through what that title is, and that thumbnail represents what's in your work, and all that lines up, and it's fire content and somebody likes it, that one viewer could start this momentum for your video to get more views, more views. What we're seeing is old videos getting more views. My wife and I, we've got like 3,000 plus videos right now on our vlog. Old ones are getting views because they're finding the viewers, they're finding their archive content, and they're marrying them together. Just know it's possible. So, you guys, I would love to hear your questions down below in the comments area. Hit like if you like this broadcast. Subscribe to this channel for weekly tips videos. Of course, follow us on Instagram, Video Influencers. Also, we're on Twitter and Facebook if that's, your cup of tea. But I just want you guys to know that the reason Sean and I wrote this book is because we believe in YouTube. When we first were going to title this, it was actually going to be self-titled after the channel, Video Influencers. That's how we came up with the name for the channel, right? YouTube stands apart from all the other platforms because it's survived and it's the king of the hill. People don't look at it as a social network, but it is. People are connecting just in a different way. They're connecting through video. It is the #1 video site in the world. It's the second best search engine, biggest search engine in the world. Second only to Google, right? And they work together. So YouTube is a great place to start. And I think that Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all these other platforms are great. And maybe for your niche, you want to focus there. But if you're trying to create video, you need to create quality content, upload it to YouTube, optimize your title, optimize your info box and your tags to get traffic and create an audience today. Anyways, this is Video Influencers. We're helping build your influence, income, impact with online video. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend.